I have a lot of fond memories of Kirby's Adventure from my youth. It came out when I was 5 years old, and while I don't think I played it exactly in 1993, it was sometime around then. The colorful environments, the wacky copy abilities, the bright enemies, the weird minigames, it all just worked for me. Kirby wasn't arduous, it was plainly fun. I loosely followed the games as I grew up, playing a fair share of Kirby Superstar and Kirby 64 around their debuts. Then I checked out some of the Game Boy Advance and DS games near their launch. I revisited the Dreamland adventures that I missed when they all came out on Virtual Console. Kirby's 2D escapades, the degree of difficulty always seemingly came into question. Whether it was a knock against the lack of death in Kirby's Epic Yarn, or a complaint about the simplicity of Kirby's Return to Dreamland, a consistent running thread throughout all of the Kirby games was that Kirby's too easy. And you know what? Those complaints all have a point. Generally speaking, Kirby games are easy, and that's totally fine. With Kirby Star Allies now out on Switch, I've been revisiting recent Kirby games, and I've thought a lot about my personal feelings on the series. I still carry a torch for Epic Yarn. It's one of my favorite Wii games, but it's also super easy. My affection for that game comes from the comfort it gives me. The game just feels like pants. It's warm, it's soft, co-op's fun, the Kirby transformation's cool, the environmental interactions are adorable, but it is super easy. I can't deny that, and if you're part of the sizable group that doesn't like Epic Yarn because of its simplicity, cool, you do you, I'ma do me. I carry that goofily defiant feeling to Star Allies. I started playing the game during its launch weekend. I'd talked to folks who played the game, some who had already reviewed it. A chunk of them derided the game for being too easy in single player, saying it mostly excelled when you played it with others. And once again, guess what? They're kinda right. Star Allies, like Return to Dreamland before it, works best with 4 players. In single player, you can just roll with your posse and wreck fools constantly. It's hilarious how you can stumble upon a group of enemies as Kirby with a lightning whip and just light colorful enemies up alongside a team including a yo-yo wielding robot shooting out ice, a Waddle Doo, and King DDD with a frickin' fire hammer. The world just melts around that fury. It's incredible. And that's the rub. I've been having a blast with Star Allies almost solely because of how stupid the mayhem gets. The most challenging segments for me have been just finding the hidden puzzle pieces, and even that's more of a I overlooked this left turn thing than anything else. This isn't a hard game in its main campaign, but it's dazzling. I'm constantly charmed by the ridiculous things that happen in this game. Kirby turning into a watery curling stone that blurs through levels is the absolute best. Turning into a giant wheel of friends is gloriously silly. Walking into a room with the cooking power up and starting up a potluck power is so stupid. Star Allies is jam-packed with moments like this. It just makes me smile a whole lot. And it takes me back to playing Epic Yarn, another game that made me smile a lot. It takes me back to playing Kirby Dreamland 3, a game that made me smile a lot when I first played it on Virtual Console. To Kirby 64, a game that also made me smile. To Superstar, to Kirby's Adventure. Kirby's a series that works best when I'm smiling. That doesn't have anything to do with the difficulty. Instead, all it has to do with is the ingenuity and charm of the developers. Their ability to create a vivid and ridiculous sequence, even if it skews easy. I don't think Kirby Star Allies is the peak of the Kirby series. I'm not even sure if it could sniff my top 5. Heck, it's not as good as Kirby's last main effort in Planet Robobot. But Kirby Star Allies is fun as hell. Yes, it's best when you're playing with friends, but if you're in the mood for some absurdist, simplistic, dazzling fun, Kirby Star Allies delivers. And that's kinda all I'm asking for out of Kirby. All I want to do is smile, and Kirby makes that happen. Pretty often. Be sure to check out NintendoWorldReport.com and Nintendo World Report TV for more content like this. We also got reviews and videos and gameplay from events and all that stuff. Just be sure to like and subscribe here and you can keep an eye out.